Leo Fernandes, talk us through that clank off the post.
The ball came out of the box. I just tried to trap it and get it on target, but unfortunately it was inches wide. It hit the post, so it was all right.
First sub off the bench. What was the message going in to try and get the win?
Just play with a lot of energy and try to get the ball and make the game, and just try to get the ball wide and just try to get the victory.
What's your comfort level like right now in terms of being on the field in key situations?
I feel very comfortable. I feel like I feel more comfortable than the first couple of games I played in, and each game I feel like I'm better. So just happy to keep playing.
It's the mood in the locker room. Obviously, you want to win your home games, and you had the better of the late chances.
It's a tough one. Yeah, I think we should have definitely came out with 3 points. But it happens. We're still in a good spot, and we got another big one next week.
How hard is it to have a game like this and then have to go make that long road trip out west?
I would say it's pretty hard. We have to just train hard in practice and hopefully just come out and get 3 points next time.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Ray Gaddis. You pulled a clean sheet against one of the best attacking teams. Just talk about what it's like to play a team like Portland.
From a defensive standpoint, they have quality players. It's very hard because they move the ball very quickly and they're very poised and they're very technically sound. But I think we did a good job tonight. We were a very cohesive unit, and it showed tonight getting a 0. Obviously, we would have liked the win, but getting a 0 on the board.
You and Darlington Nagbe go back. You've got some history, played in youth teams together. Just talk a little bit about that history and what you think that helped you do to shut him down.
I know Darlington very well. I thought, our history helped me in a sense defending him, but as a pro, you always getting better, and he's gotten better and better over the years. And I just pride myself on trying to shut down the opponent's best player or one of the best players on the field.
How much extra talking do you have to do when you have a guy like Diego Valeri who's going to switch out with Nagbe and you're constantly getting asked to mark a different person?
You got to do a lot of talking. During the game, people will be surprised on how much talking we really do, actually, or switching off different people. But you have to do a lot of talking because it keeps you aware of what different people do. Because on the offensive end, for them, they switched a lot. Sometimes it's Valeri, sometimes it's Picquion, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but and even Nagbe out on the right flank sometimes. So you always had to communicate.
That's how you pronounce it. That's right. So a game like this with a delay, what does that do to your legs? How do you keep your legs going? Is it organized by the team, or do you work by yourself to stay warm?
It's both organized by the team, but you have to get yourself self prepared to go out there. And anytime in between the game, you can lose focus a little bit or lose the actual intensity that you had the first half. But you always have to stay ready.
Well, good work today. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win, but good luck in Vancouver. All right, Jack McInerney first came back from U.S. national team duty. How do the legs feel?
They're a little heavy. Obviously I didn't get in a game while I was gone, but practices were pretty tough. So I felt pretty good for not playing in a couple weeks.
Talk about that experience. What do you feel that you brought away from it? What are you going to bring back to the Union?
Just the whole pace of the game. It was a whole nother level. So kind of makes you think faster and play faster and just do everything really in a faster tempo and faster pace. And hopefully I can bring that back.
How hard is it for you as a forward in a first half where you're chasing the game so much to not get the service and then have to do the best you can with the little you get?
Yeah, it's frustrating. And as the game goes on, it just kind of gets worse and worse. So I think it's critical to get involved right in the beginning of the game, and that didn't happen tonight.
Coming straight back and going back in with Connor, how did that feel, having that chemistry straight back?
It was pretty simple. We left on a good note, and coming back, I think we're well suited for each other. So it was pretty easy getting right back into it.
Did you tighten up at all during the long break, and how does that feel coming back out of the tunnel after spending so much time at halftime?
For me, I was good to go, but every person's different. Maybe some of the older guys, and some people didn't get what they needed during the break and went out there. I think everyone took care of themselves though.
Portland's an excellent team, so obviously the draw is a good result. But do you feel like you left any points on the table tonight?
It is what it is. we could have played worse and lost the game, and could have played better and won. But Portland, like you said, Portland's a really good team, and we'll take the point for now.
Well, good luck in Vancouver.
Thank you.
All right, Brian Carroll, talk about playing against that five-man midfield from Portland. It's obviously gotten a lot of press as one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, they like to jam it up in there. A lot of quick movements and quick passes, and counter forward were never possible. We just tried to clog it up and make it difficult on those guys. They're certainly talented and have a game plan going into it. It was just a hard-fought game all the way around.
What's it like for you as the Union sort of lone defensive stopper to go up against a team that has Chara and Will Johnson, who are both clogging up passing lanes and cutting people off at the ankles?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to compete, try and win your individual battles, and try and help your teammates around you. They certainly had some of the ball tonight, not all of it, but as I said, it's one of those tough-fought 0-0 games all the way around. I think we imposed ourselves as the game went on, but they certainly had some chances and some possession, and got to credit them and some of their players in the way that they played tonight. It was just a hard-fought game all the way around.
Defense looks sound, and Zach looked very strong in the back. How much extra talking and extra communication do you guys have to put in against a team like Portland?
Guys just did their job tonight, and maybe a little bit more communication, but guys were sharp all the way around. Thought the back four were very solid, and Zach had one of his best games. He was commanding and decisive in some of his plays, and came up big in some other saves and some chances that they had, and it was one of his best games, I thought. So they were solid.
So it's obviously one of the best teams in the league, but it's also a home game. Do you feel like it's points left on the table?
Maybe so in some other games this year, maybe not so tonight. Their quality side that came in here and executed somewhat of a game plan. Ricketts was huge for them tonight and some of his saves, and just one of those things that happen. Just tie ball game just happens sometimes.
Best of luck in Vancouver. All right, Amobi Okugo, you know Caleb Porter, you know him as a coach. Did you expect his style and his coaching to sort of dig in and take on this success this quickly?
Well, no one really expected it, but, he's a hard worker. He's a great coach, a great motivator. So I wasn't really too surprised, especially with the Portland fan base. They have a lot of good technical players, and it's showing on the field. And hopefully they can go far.
So they brought out a lot of attacking guns, even though they were on the road. Did you expect to have Johnson and Piccione together?
No, we didn't really expect that because that's not a lineup they've been playing previously. But, Coach prepared us for everything, and I feel like Shannon and Ray did a good job handling the outside wingers.
It seemed like early you guys were sitting deep, and they were really coming at you, and Zach was screaming at you guys, trying to get you forward. Do you feel like you're able to step up and adjust to them a little better in the later stages? Yeah,
we started off a little bit slow, and then once we got into the swing of things, we started pressing higher. We didn't really give him too much. We gave him a little bit too much respect, especially being at home. But once as the game went on, we started pressing and we started creating more chances.
Your guy wants to be on the ball, wants to try and make passes. You looked a little frustrated, kind of getting forward and not having the options you're used to. What's that like, and how do you work around that?
Yeah, it's tough. I think they try to mark off Shannon because they know his threat from the wing. So it was tough. They were just letting me dribble up and closing down all the passing lanes. So it's frustrating as a center back that likes to pass it around. But luckily for me, guys like Connor and Jack were able to show up in the pockets, and I was just able to find them a little bit, like with the little chip passes.
So Portland's obviously one of the better teams in the league, but it's also a home game. Do you feel like it's points lost?
Yeah, whenever you always want to win at home, and so we feel like we lost points, especially with the way we played. I know Leo had hit the post. Connor had a great shot that Donovan Ricketts saved, but at the end of the day, last year we would have lost that. I know we don't want to harp on how much we've improved, but these are learning experiences, and hopefully we can steal points in Vancouver.
Best of luck there.